What is good, hunters? Welcome back to another video. This morning we got some really nice footage of the tripod stands that will be coming. One of the developers, Miriam, she showcased a little bit of what they look like, how they work, and it looks fantastic. So now the question is, would these tripods really enhance our hunts? Are they any good? People are going to use them, and I think they're going to be fantastic. I remember growing up hunting, we would use scaffolds. We would sort of build these little tree stands all up in the trees, climb up the trees, and we will sort of sit there and spear hunt. And I think that's the way I'm going to be treating these stands, is that I'm going to basically take them and put them up in the forest, mainly, and treat them like that, in such a way that in like forest areas, it's sort of literally sitting up high and you're looking down upon these animals, because they're going to be coming in two sizes, one which is like a normal height, and we have the elevated one. So having that extra height, I think will do very, very well. Couple stipulations. One is that you can only set them about 50 meters apart, like close. So 50 meters and further, which is fine. I really didn't think they would put a limit on how close they would be, but that was pretty interesting that they did that. So when we look at how would these things, affect our hunt, I remember one of the devs saying that the stands themselves wouldn't really spook, but when you deploy them, they'll make a sound, which will cause the animals to go alert if they're within that vicinity. I don't think it's going to decrease hunting pressure, but it will decrease your visibility. Your presence will be felt a lot less. And I think that's great. Now, the way I see some people using these tripods is that I remember a lot of people would use photo mode to sort of see over a ridge, see what animals are around, and then plot their approach. And I feel this will be a part of that, where if an animal is, behind a ridge or behind a hill, people are going to actually be using these stands to get a vantage point. And it's going to be very intriguing to see how these things are going to be used, because I believe from a strategic standpoint, this can really help a lot of hunters get some awesome shots, take down some very, very difficult animals, where some animals, when you're approaching them, they're so difficult that they adjust and they keep running from you, especially if you play on Ranger. Players who don't like to use callers, you can literally go up into your stand and see from the distance, get a good look, and you can take a shot and take down your animal. So I think that's one way we can actually do it. It's really being strategic with it. I can also see players camping on its zones. However you choose to use it, it's up to you. Whatever makes the game fun, go for it. You know what I'm saying? We're all here for player choice. And if these tripods really enhance your hunts like that, and you can sort of camp out and do more like an ambush or an ambusher type of a strategy, then amazing. So it seems like we got some wildebeest up here. And we spooked some springbucks, it seems. I heard the call, but I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was like a bird of some sort. But it was some springbucks. And they spooked off, and they didn't do anything to our wildebeest, so far it seems. So we're going to definitely approach them and see if we can get a nice shot of one of these bad boys. But in a situation like this, You can just literally deploy the tripod stand, get some height, and you can actually see the other animals sort of over that ridge if there's, you know, the rest of the herd. So it will give you some level of leverage, and however you choose to use it will dictate, you know, even further the success of your hunts. So these guys are sitting about 200 meters out, give and take. So I just want to get a little bit closer. Really like that sweet spot about 150. It all depends on what the game gives us. So we're kind of losing some visibility here as we get closer to the terrain. So you got to take it super slow. According to the clouds here, our wind is moving not a bad direction. It's not perfect either, but we would sort of take what nature gives us. As you can see, this is exactly what happens, is that as you approach animals, depending where they are, you lose sight of where they are, and this is where the stands can get pretty, you know, can become very helpful in this type of situational type of hunting. So there's definitely use for it. The question is it something you care to use it, you know? Do you care to use it? So we'll see. We'll make adjustments and see what we can do. If it's necessary, how we can use it in our hunts. Very, very excited about that. We just got a few more days to go before DLC drops. That's February 6th. I'm pumped. I can't wait to show you guys footage. Can't wait to go on really, really good hunts. This map is going to be fantastic. So these guys are getting a little restless. They're about 70 meters out. Let's see if I can use my crossbow. I want to zero to the maximum. And let's see how close I can get here. As always, you want to invest your time into stalking. It's one of the most important parts of the hunt. But these guys are adjusting already. They know that I'm here. They're going to be on the move. Yeah, so they're facing away from me. So this guy knows that I'm here. And this is what I consider the pre-state spooking, is that the animals will behave this way where as you sort of inch closer, they would sort of look. But you're not going to get a call sometimes. They're not going to move much. But if you push this threshold, you're going to alert them fully and they can spook. So you really have to observe that. Take your time. Again, it's that dance that We Have the Hunter provides. It's a beautiful thing. So that's the question, you know, would tripods be a game changer? And in a few ways, I think it will be. It's going to really give us a different way of hunting. Can't go wrong. So our guys are a little bit alert here. They're watching me. They're concerned. I could take a blind shot here, but I don't know how well that's going to go. Well, I won't say a blind shot, but it's a pretty risky shot to take from here, but I'll give it a shot. Holy cow. I think we got him, guys. At least that's the way it looks. I honestly thought that I had my bow a little too elevated. There's a good chance that puppy just clipped that spine. Yeah, he's down. Let's make sure I'm not being charged by any other member of the herd here, but look at that blood. Let's check it out. Holy moly, 64 meters out. And it just clipped the spine. That is insane. I knew I was up a little too high. So a little, just a couple inches, and this would have been a complete miss. I would have totally messed this hunt up. But we got a 1-star young male, 26%. Excellent judgment. This is going to, you know, better our herd. We didn't make a bad move. It was still ethical, in my opinion. Our rating didn't go down. We used the right weapon. It's exactly what I aimed for. I love that very much. Such a beauty. So we got our springbucks over here. We could try and make an attempt on them. I think these are the guys that we spooked. So they might be a little more alert. The thing is, I don't think I have the right rifle for them. I think it's going to affect that trophy rating if I do try to take them out with my 7mm. I think it's a little too powerful. I could be wrong though, if I remember correctly. Are we going to give it a shot? So at least we know, you know, for future. So I have not really picked up any tracks from them yet on this map, so I don't have them in my encyclopedia. But from the last time I checked, I think last time I remember, I believe the 7mm is a little too powerful for them. But we're about to find out. Got some badgers around here. Let's see what our springbucks are doing. They seem to be feeding here. Got a nice hunting stand from over there. Nice view. So, which means there has to be a zone around here. Check our clouds. Our wind is still in good standings. Yeah, I think this is the herd that I spooked earlier. It looks like it. Just the way that they're acting. They seem a little uneasy. And that's one way you can tell if it's the same herd that maybe you encountered before, you spooked. Their behavior will be very different. As you can see, these guys are not really relaxed in their zone. They look a little bit uneasy. Seems like we have at least one or two nice males in here. I don't know how good the genetics are. Yeah, it seems like a really nice young herd. Yeah, pretty good actually. Got a really nice guy over there. Look at his horns, looks a little bit uneven. They seem to be on the move. Don't know where they're going, if they're trying to get back to sort of where we spooked them. But as they're coming in the open here, we can kind of scout and see if there's anything really good for the pickings. But it seems like a really nice herd. Got some nice thick horns on that guy. I knew there was one guy we saw with really nice dark horns, but I'm not really seeing him right now. But I'm really intrigued with that one springbuck where the horns look kind of grayish. Has sort of a gray tint to it. But they're moving pretty fast. There he is. Oh, I went right over him. I forgot to zero. Oh, darn it. Never fails. That's the one that got away, see? I totally forgot to zero. I was zero for about 75 meters. And really I could have bring that down. Totally forgot about that. Got so caught up in how fast they were moving towards me that I quickly botched that. But at the end of the day, I love it. These are the kind of hunts you can have. Things go right, things go wrong. Then you have that one that got away. I really wanted to see what type of horns that was because it looked kind of different to the others. And we lost that chance. So we're going to end it right there. So the question again is, would these tripods, be a game changer? Would it really, really help our hunts? And I think in a sneaky way it will. I'm intrigued to really explore them. I can't wait to see what players use them for and how. I'm definitely going to use them in a way that I used them growing up hunting. Really kind of see how that fits. And it should be awesome. So let me know how you're feeling, what you're thinking. Go check out the video that Miriam did. It's a little snippet, nothing long, but she explained a couple of things. And it's really, really nice to see that we're getting these things. I think they're going to work very well in Way of the Hunter. So thank you for watching, and thank you for listening.